It's finally time. Thanks so much for 1,000 subs, everybody. To celebrate, I'm doing another Q&A video alongside my OCs. Yeah, that's right. This is gonna be fun. Now, for context, this was originally supposed to come out in late August. But my personal life got really busy since then, and like I said, I either kept putting this video off or just straight up forgot about it. A lot of these questions are outdated as a result, but I'll try my best to answer them either way. No more delays, no more forgetting, no more putting it off. Let's get started. Taylor has a question for me. What's my favorite video game soundtrack? You know, that's actually a good start. I make all sorts of comments about how the Splatoon series has bangers all throughout its soundtrack, but my favorite video game OST is a toss-up between Super Mario Galaxy and Pokemon Sun and Moon versions. Hala has a two-part question, and the first one's for me. How did I feel when I first reached 1,000 subs? You know, it's been over a year since that stream. I'm still amazed at how I managed that. It feels unreal that such a big amount of people like my content. I know I sound like a broken record, but that's the truth. I also find it kind of funny that I hit 1K subs in a random Friday Night Funkin' stream. I wasn't even thinking about it when it was happening, at first anyway. The second question is for Ethan. How do you like being in Inkopolis, and what's your favorite weapon? Well, this is kinda awkward. I'll just let Ethan do the talking, I suppose.
Howdy! We'll see you. Oyami! Lady! Yes!
Ichi has a two-part question for me. First off, what sensitivities do I use in Splatoon? I usually keep both of my control stick sensitivities at -1. I don't want things to be too responsive, nor do I want to break my control sticks from having to force them in any direction. So that's why I have my control stick sensitivities just barely under the normal amount. Second question, what's my favorite food and or drink? I don't say this very often, but I love me some good sushi. And I'm talking the really well-made stuff. And I like root beer the most when it comes to drinks. Hoenn has a question for my main Ninjala OC, Kenji. What's his favorite weapon to use? I think I may know this one, but I want to hear what he has to say.
Ha-ha! Yeah!
Crow asks me, who or what motivates me to still make YouTube content? I usually just follow a simple rule. Make it if it's fun. I get that not everyone will like my content, but I think it's just as important that I'm enjoying the content as much as you guys. I want both of us to be happy, you know what I mean? Kyrus wants to know if I'd rather burn Splatoon or Ninjala? Dang. but I'm just hamming it up. That's an easy choice. I'd rather get rid of Ninjala. I had so much faith in Ninjala when it was first released, but to see the game slowly devolve into a broken mess made me so freaking discouraged. And by that, I mean, it felt like the game couldn't be patched faster than players found the next OP thing. I've actually deleted Ninjala from my Switch since I've recorded this video. But as a side note, to answer Pugizzy's question real quick, I did like man-to-man brawl when it was first active. Way more enjoyable than standard battles. This question's a little outdated, but I'm still gonna try to answer it truthfully. Mr. Cheese asked if I was excited for Splatoon 3 and what I liked and or disliked from the teaser trailers that we got. Before Splatoon 3 came out, I was definitely excited for it. I especially liked all the new special weapons and gear that were shown off in the teaser trailers. I don't remember if there was anything that I specifically disliked. Anyway, that's a good segue because Yin Yang asked if I was worried that Splatoon 3 could release unfinished. I can definitely say I wasn't worried about that at first, but as I've played Splatoon 3 more and more, it does seem like the game has been released in an unfinished state. I even saw a lot of game-breaking bugs on Twitter, which further solidified that. Luckily, I didn't experience very many of those bugs firsthand. My journey with Splatoon 3 has kind of been smooth sailing, but now it doesn't really seem to be that bad. And for the last two questions, both of these are two-parters, but the second parts are the same thing. Jax asks if I like Splatoon 1 or 2 better, and personally, both of the first Splatoon games have their own strengths and weaknesses, but overall, I like Splatoon 2 a lot more. That was what started my channel after all. And it just has a lot more content than Splatoon 1 had. Although I do kinda miss the minigames you could play on the Wii U gamepad. Meanwhile, Subspace asks, if we lived in a world where Splatoon never existed, what games would I be playing today? Oh, that's easy. I'd be way more focused on Pokemon content. Now, granted, I don't have any way to make content for Pokemon games older than Sword and Shield, but believe me, if I did, I would. And both of them technically ask the same question for my two Splatoon OCs, Ethan and Emma. They want to know if they'll be returning in Splatoon 3. Now, you guys already saw Ethan earlier in this video, but I have created a similar design for Emma. I don't know if I'm ever going to be using them in my streams, but I thought it would still be nice to give them their own gear for Splatoon 3. I like to imagine that after I made that first video about their talking about going to Splatsville, they eventually went through with their plans and went to Splatsville during the Splatfest world premiere. That should just about do it for the questions. I'm terribly sorry if I didn't get to yours, but just know that I did read through every question that was provided in the initial announcement video. Thanks so much for watching this video, and until next time, this is TentaCole's signing out. Take care, everybody.